there is some concern growing online about Justice Alito that he may be planning to retire from the Supreme Court. Now, he has a memoir set to come out in October. And this memoir, normally, this you would, do a book tour and you would go out promoting your book, hitting all the rounds, doing all the shows, and all of those kind of things. But October is when they start their next session. And that is always when they're the busiest. They're hearing cases, and he wouldn't have as much free time to go do those things. Now, that doesn't mean he won't be able to go promote his book, but it has people concerned. And there's been some other things. An interview he gave where he talked about how overturning Roe v. Wade was like the best decision in the peak of his career and all of these other things. There's another biography coming out written by somebody else, talking about how he reshaped the court and all of that. So people are worried that Alito is going to retire. Now, should Alito retire, that would give Donald Trump another Supreme Court pick. And you could expect the Republicans in Congress would do what they did with Amy Coney Barrett, and they would push through another conservative justice very early, and do it in a couple of weeks, like they did with Amy Coney Barrett, right ahead of the election. And I think one of the reasons people are getting so nervous is that they expect Donald Trump to try to do something nefarious. And if they get the right judge or justice on the Supreme Court, that the Supreme Court would side with Donald Trump. Now, in the past, there's been some worry and concern about Alito retiring. I don't know that he will retire. We'll have to see. Because I do know he likes being on the bench. But if the Democrats can take the Senate back in the midterms, that may be what it takes to keep either Alito on the bench, or it would put up a roadblock to Donald Trump being able to put anybody on the Supreme Court. Now, could the Democrats keep that seat open for 2 years? Sure, they could. That's what Republicans would do. But realistically, what they would do is force Donald Trump and the people around him to pick a moderate, somebody not MAGA, not crazy, and actually a decent judge. Now, we will see if the Democrats can take the Senate. We will see down the road if Alito does retire, and we are kind of watching to see what could happen. And this is just speculation, mostly based on this book that's coming out.